up as much as a natural shampoo. You won't even get it to bubble up, but it will clean.
Yeah, we weren't making it with whale fat, child fat,
Pig fat,
people fat. Yeah,
Fight Club.
like a lot of your soaps, you find out, like, you start looking up all these things, you find out the whole earth is literally defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Because your soaps got pig in it.
Yep.
A lot of your soaps got pork in it.
Yep.
And what can you do? You know, a lot of your shampoos, conditioners, all these things we think is like healthy and hey, I'm not eating pork. Yes, you are. You're smearing it all over your body.
The biggest organ.
Right.
The thing that absorbs the most. Yeah.
Yep.
I was doing some research. Thought I might share.
I'm done.
Is that why they used, they were like bathed in like oils and stuff?
Yeah, but oils pull dirt. Oils pull dirt away from you. Like oil pulling for your teeth. That pulls dirt, and it's a natural way to do it. And they would submerge them in the oil, and it would give you a good smell. It would last longer, and it wouldn't damage the body. It would actually moisturize the skin. So oil is good.
Yeah, if you wanna get a good test of it, like when you mess with this, not this oil per se because they put cinnamon in there, but
Right.
if you get like frankincense and myrrh,
Yeah.
and you rub that right on your skin, you'll feel it burn. But a lot of times what that's doing is it's the same thing alcohol's doing when you put it on. It's cleansing.
Cleanse it.
It's burning off the bad bacteria, it's burning off the filth that's on you, and it's pulling that oil off, pulling that dirt off. That's why the Most High will prescribe certain things for us to wear. For us to, like he'll prescribe frankincense and myrrh to wear, or to burn. He prescribe linens for you to wear. They pull the sweat from your body and put it out into the air, so you didn't sweat. Y'all see that? So there was ways that the Most High had already set up when he said overlay everything in gold, because gold doesn't have pores.
Right.
It doesn't have any little pores for dirt and stuff to get trapped into. And if blood got on it, all you did was
Wipe
put
it
some
off.
water on it. Wipe it down. You see that? So the Most High already knew how to keep it. When you read the Levitical laws, man, that's a perfect world, perfect sanitary society right there. All right.
Because even that the confection that we made with the cinnamon, the frankincense, the myrrh, the calamus, that was like a purification oil. It was a cleaner oil. Yeah. We weren't supposed to put it on us, but that was just one that we had for the temple.
Yeah, because I don't know if you ever killed a lamb before, but lamb's blood does not smell good.
No.
Especially not dried lamb's blood or old lamb's blood.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It smells like
Lamb blood.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say something where
They can relate it.
no, I mean I know I'm trying to say something that is a politically acceptable term. Well, we got kids here too, but we'll just say this: Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion just made a video about it. It smells
Like what the video looks like.
like what that video looks like. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It smells like a bunch of whores talking about
There's some hoes in these out in this house.
all that all the time. All right, that's what lamb's blood smells like. So when you clean lamb's blood, you can't just do it with water. You got to get, you know what I mean? Some brothers in here know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been with the wrong girl. You know what happened. You know what I mean? That smell does not leave, right? Okay, so that's what lamb's blood is like. So you're going to have to clean that with some oils and everything. You got to, that's why the Most High prescribed that. Because it gets rid of that old smell. It gets rid of all that bacteria. Because that's what's in some of these people that you mess with. You know what I mean? When a dude is smelling bad down there, when a woman is smelling bad down there, the natural bacteria and everything that's in there is what you're smelling. It's not like you're smelling something like came in and died in there. You're smelling their natural bacteria is cooking. And some people don't wash it regularly, so now it's on top of old bacteria and old dead bacteria and old dead, you know what I mean? So they're basically growing this nasty little ecosystem down there. It's filthy, man, but there's people like that. They don't understand what their odors are like. There's people that don't understand your scent changes when you have sex. Did y'all know that? Yeah, a lot of young brothers don't know that. Sometimes they be, you know, we bust certain brothers and be like, hey, bro, when you mess with your rib, go shower right after. You know what I mean? Because they don't know that other people can smell it. You know what I mean? But there's a whole scent, your own personal scent changes just when you're aroused by somebody.
Yep.
Much less when you have sex with someone. You give off a whole different scent, pheromones and everything, and there's people that can pick that up. You understand? I used to be at the mall dying because when you work with oils like we do, your nose gets real sensitive to smells.
Oh yeah, your sense of smell is heightened.
Yeah, you start getting very discerning when it comes to smells. So when the wrong woman come by and she a lesbian, you know.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you ain't gonna brush your teeth?
Or visit time?
Yeah, munching on that carpet, you ain't gonna brush? Lost something?
Or if it's her time of the month?
Yeah.
Right.
She ain't.
You can,
you can
all them smells, man, you can catch them. But there's people that, like, you know, with your own natural smells, you get used to it and you don't think about it. You know what I mean? You get used to it and you like, okay, I'm just walking around normal, and then next thing you know, you knocking somebody else on their ass. You gotta be careful to make sure you keep clean. Because it ain't about waiting until you can smell yourself. It's about just making sure, hey, let me at least get a daily shower. If I'm not going bi-daily, twice a day, let me at least get one shower in a day. Just to wash off the old bacteria and let the new grow. Y'all see that? It seems funny, man, sometimes, but it's not. It's really not, because again, you got to remember, you're representing the Most High. That's your Father.
That's right.
Time. If someone can grab 2 Chronicles chapter 29 and verse 15, hold that for me. I like how Thawon was bringing out lamb's blood, and think about all the slaughtering that we had to do in the temples.
Verse 14?
Yeah, verse 15. 15. So, keeping the temple clean, how much scrubbing of blood had to be done day in and day out in the temples? And then relate that to your own household, your own bodies, your personal environment.
You know what you said, me though?
What's that?
All that blood though, all that smelly ass blood was supposed to be how you cleanse sins away. So how filthy is sin? But you cleaned it with blood.
Yeah.
But we'll go into that.
Done. So your environment has to be sanitary. So we hit your own personal, on yourself, your clothing, and now your environment has to also be sanitary. Because think about this: if we took a bag of trash and we scattered it around this school, it's gonna have a funky odor. These odors, there's particles in the air from these odors. They latch onto your clothing, they latch onto your skin. When we walk out of here and there's a bag of trash that's been spread across the room, when we walk out of here, people that wasn't in here with us smell the trash on us.
It's like when we burn fragrances of myrrh.
Exactly. Just like when you burn the fragrances of myrrh. It gets onto your clothes, it gets onto your skin, you walk out smelling like it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing when you're in a dirty environment. When you're staying, living, and moving around in a filthy environment, you come out smelling like it. So you could be clean, your body clean, your clothes clean, but if your dwelling place is filthy, you're gonna still be filthy.
Right.
Watch. Read what you got.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 29, verse 15. And they gathered their brethren and sanctified themselves.
They did what?
And sanctified themselves.
So they cleaned themselves. So the brethren got together, and they all got clean. They made sure that it was clean. They weren't just they didn't just finish having sex with their woman. Their skin is clean. Their garments are clean. Read.
And came, according to the commandment of their king,
Go ahead.
by the words of the Most High, to cleanse the house of the Most High.
Because the Most High says we're supposed to be holy because He's holy. And we can't have the temple being unholy and defiled by being filthy.
That's right.
By having the filth of the blood, the filth of, and these times they were doing other filthy things too. But I'm hitting more on the point of your personal space and your environment and in the filth of that. So we cleaned ourselves and we made sure that we cleaned our environments. Even when, did you put that in?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
That's nice.
All right. Yeah. So even when it came to our environment, whether it's your home, your room, if you have an office, your office space, your vehicle,
Backyard, front yard.
your backyard, your front
Patio.
yard, your patio, there was a level of cleanliness to it. Like, not to put you on the spot, brother Derek, but your truck is always on point.
See your face in the rims.
Yeah, you see your face in the rim. Like, it's clean. It stays fresh, stays clean. And even when it comes to, like, I'm gonna get a little cardinal with it, but when it comes to attracting a mate, you want to be clean. When it comes to representing yourself, and this is like besides the truth and the Most High, you want to give off a good first impression. You want to give off a good first impression. So you want to make sure that you're presentable, just like I think like Rob was saying it earlier, like if you're going on a date, or Thought One was saying it, go on a date, you make sure that your nails are clean, you make sure that you're showered, you sanctified yourself, you got your best clothes on, haircut.
Back in the day, of course.
Right. Nice taper fade, with the line, that's back in the day. What's that look? What is that?
Got to get the tapers now. No.
You had all your best fragrance, all that, right?
Car cleaned, all that.
Con. Go to, you done?
Let's just finish up the scripture. Verse 16.
2 Chronicles chapter 29, verse 16. And the priests went into the inner part of the house of the Most High to cleanse it,
Go ahead.
and brought out all the uncleanness that they found in the temple of the Most High into the courts of the house of the Most High. And the Levites took it to carry it out abroad into the brook Kidron.
Okay, so they cleansed out the temple. Now we're gonna go different levels. I'm gonna just speak on different levels on this. Your body is the temple, right? So cleaning yourself out from the inside, making sure that we're eating good foods and doing the things healthy for our bodies. Fasting is healthy. Doing a fast once a week or doing a fast every other week is healthy. Whether you're doing a 1 day, 2 day fast. The best fasts are 3 day fasts. If you do a 3 day fast, a 3 day dry fast, your body starts to reset. It cleanses out whatever was already there and starts to reset itself. And then you start putting in the good micronutrients, fruits and vegetables. And do less meat. So you got the inside and then the outside, your skin and your appearance, your clothing, making sure your clothes are smelling good, freshly washed. And then you have your environment. The environment that you dwell in is clean. So when people come into your space, it's a clean space. Or the school. Y'all never walk in, well, there has been times when that refrigerator back there was acting up and the school smelled like death. But most of the time, when you come into the school, there's not a bad odor. There's a decent smell. We either have the frankincense and myrrh popping, or you're smelling somebody's oils, because brothers are always wearing oils walking around the school.
That's right.
So we went from the inner, the outer to environmental. And I wanted to hit that scripture because they were cleaning the temple, and they removed all all the filth from inside the temple, and the filth just wasn't just dirt. There was different practices going on at this time that we were trying to come away from. But that's for another history class.
Go to 23 verse 13. My bad. Deuteronomy 23 verse 13. So we're gonna hit now. Well, why is it that one might not be cleansely, if that's the word, or not be as clean as they should be, right? Go to Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 13. Let's start here.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 13.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt have a powder upon thy weapon.
So start at verse 12. My bad.
Verse 12.
Yes, sir.
Thou shalt have a place also without the camp, whither thou shalt go forth abroad.
So we had a place separate from our camp, right? Just like we all have a place separate in our house. You got a designated area for certain things, right? Go ahead.
Verse 13. And thou shalt have a paddle upon thy weapon, and it shall be, when thou wilt ease thyself abroad, that thou shalt dig therewith, and shalt turn back, and cover that which cometh from thee.
So this is talking about back in Egypt, not back in Egypt, but in the wilderness, right? When we were walking around for 40 years. The Most High told us, listen, you're gonna have a place outside of your camp where when you do the number 2, you dig a hole and you cover it up, right?
Right.
There's a point. There's a reason I'm going here. Go ahead.
Verse 14. For the Most High, thy power, walketh in the midst of thy camp.
So I want y'all to think about something. The Most High walks. He's always in the midst of us, walking around, right?
That's right.
So think about it. How do you feel when you're walking around and you see some poop on the ground? Like a dog, like somebody let their dog poop
On your front lawn?
on your front lawn. You stepped on it. You got your fresh kicks messed up, your all white Air Forces. Or like I said, back in the day in Jamaica, we wore flip-flops. We wore sandals. So that was all on your toes. Especially when it rained. It's the worst. But Yahweh Shai, the Most High, right? The scripture says that Yahweh Shai walketh about in the midst of our camps, right? Mm-hmm. So the Most High, Yahweh Shai didn't want to see that. So think about it. If this is poop, he don't want to see it or smell it. So think about it. If this is poop, he don't want to be walking amongst us and seeing poop. Just think about it. He don't want to walk amongst us and see us dirty. He don't want to walk amongst us in our breath stinks. There's eye boogers in your eyes. You're not washing your hair. Your hair got an odor. Your clothes got an odor. You got stains on your clothes. Your feet got an odor. Your house. You walk around your house and your dishes ain't washed. You walking around your house and there's trash everywhere. There ain't an order in your house. You can never find the remote because there's always just turmoil in the house. Everything is everywhere. You don't want to. You're driving in your car and then your car looks a certain type of way. The Most High is not dealing with that. He says you don't want to be in the midst around that. And that's how we have to carry ourselves, man. We got to carry ourselves better.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
To deliver thee, and to give up thine enemies before thee.
Go ahead.
Therefore shall thy camp be holy.
Our what?
Therefore shall thy camp be holy.
Our camp is supposed to be holy. Any possession that we have is supposed to be holy. Like I was saying earlier in class, that new shoe or that new car or that new garment or that new dress, it's holy to you, so you take care of it. You treat that special. But really, it should be anything that's yours, anything that's your camp. This school is our camp, so we treat our school holy. We clean it every day. We wipe the desk every day. Take the trash out. We take care of it. We didn't need the coronavirus to tell us to wipe the desk. We didn't need the coronavirus to tell us to do certain things. We waiting on them to fix the bathroom, of course, but we didn't need all that. We were already doing it. It was part of the standard of what we did. We kept the school holy, right? We kept the camp holy. Your house is your camp. Your vehicle is your camp. Your family is your camp. Your kids your camp. Your front yard, your backyard, your garage. Everything is your camp. You see what I'm saying? You gotta keep your stuff holy. Go ahead.
Right.
that he see no unclean thing in thee,
Go ahead.
and turn away from thee.
Because guess what? You don't want him to do this. You don't want him to turn away from you. Just because of the way that you're carrying yourself and the way that you're carrying your possessions, that's not what you want. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 22 and verse 1. And then somebody give me Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 29.
Ecclesiasticus,
Yes, sir. Chapter 22 and verse 1.
the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 22, verse 1.
Because this is one reason why, this is one and probably the main reason why, unfortunately, why a lot of us are uncleanly. Go ahead.
A slothful man is compared to a filthy stone,
Go ahead.
and everyone will hiss him out to his disgrace.
So a lot of times, man, it's because we're slothful. The Most High compares a slothful man to a filthy stone. Think about when you see a filthy stone. How does that make you feel? You ever had to touch a filthy stone? There's like bugs and all kinds of things under the stone. You're like, oh crap.
Slime.
Slime.
Flip it like this with
A
Flip it
stick.
with a stick. You don't want to touch it.
Something under, yeah.
That's not what you want. You don't want to be compared to that.
That's right.
So think about it. As people, we all have teeth, right? We all brush our teeth. What's one thing that none of us like to do after we brush our teeth? After we eat, what is the one thing that nobody likes to do? Floss. Floss. And when you don't floss, what ends up happening?
Black.
Yeah.
Plaque,
Build up in your teeth.
Yeah.
build up in your teeth,
Cavities.
gingivitis, cavities. Now when you brush your teeth starts to bleed. But once you start to get that gum disease, that gingivitis, what happens to your breath? That breath is horrible.
I like that.
But take it back. Why? How could that right there have been avoided, prevented?
flossing.
Floss.
Mouthwash.
But why would you not want to floss? Why would one not want to floss?
Excuses.
Excuses. It's slothful.
Right.
That's really what it is. It's easy now. You got the little thing, you could do all that, right? But I use that because it doesn't just happen once. It only happen one time, like you eat a burger, or you eat some chicken, you eat some beef, and then that beef is lodged between your teeth, and then it don't just happen once. It's a buildup.
Yeah, when
It's
you
a
smell
buildup.
somebody with that doo-doo breath, that's meat being in your teeth and decaying. That's your food being in your teeth and decaying. That's food being in the cavities and decaying. You understand?
Yeah.
That's not just regular mouth smell. All right, that's not just saliva. That ain't your teeth naturally just get funky. No, there is food in your crevices, in between your teeth, or in your gums, or in your cavities, and it's decaying. You understand? You know how unclean you gotta be to be letting food decay in your mouth?
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta be lazy as hell, man. When all you gotta do is take a little piece of string, man. I used to pull, and when I was in school, I used to pull the string out my socks just to make sure. You know what I mean? I be there like, let me get that, because I just had school lunch and I know that ain't gonna smell right. It didn't smell right going in. You know what I mean? Let me get that. You know what I mean? Anything, man. You could bite a fingernail off and go in there and pick it out. You know what I mean? But you gotta be willing to do that. You gotta be willing to take that extra step and not be lazy as hell, man. You know what I mean? If you go in the mirror and you fogging up the mirror just by breathing, you know what I mean? Then you gotta brush your teeth before you leave the house, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? When you get in the car, and you be like, yeah, babe, and you see that fog hit the window, okay, you know what, hold on, babe, I'll be right back. You know what I mean? At least get you some iced out gum or something. Damn. But you got people that go through the whole day, man, they just like, damn, man, it's 98 degrees outside and you got steam coming out your mouth. How the hell you breathe this steam? It ain't even cold outside. Like, people gotta be conscious, man. And then if somebody's with you, if you're with somebody and they smell, don't the law tell you you're supposed to look out for your brother? Don't the law even say that? Like, look, if your brother is sinning, rebuke them. Right? Yeah, man. Like, look, man, you committing homicides with your brother.
Love them like yourself.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Your feet. You know what I mean? I know you need another pair of shoes to wear over those. Like, you know, you gotta let the brother know, man. Like, come on, sis, you can't go back upstairs, right? Turn that shower water back on.
Get it hot.
Play one more song. You know what I mean? Just one more song.
That's funny.
You gotta let your brother and your sister know, man. And people can't be getting offended. Y'all can't be getting offended, man, when somebody tell you you stink. Because it's better them tell you the way they gonna tell you than when you go out in the world, and especially when you get around Judah.
Yeah.
You know how Judah does.
Yeah.
Come on, they put Moses on blast on murder.
Alcoholics.
Like they knew Moses had murder to do, and still put him on blast loud as hell.
Right.
How much more when they know you stink and you lazy and you too lazy to even fight?
Right.
Right? Didn't the dude do that to Moses? He was like, hey, you gonna kill me like you did the Egyptian?
Yeah.
What if I did? You go over there telling my business. What if I am a killer? You know what I mean? But they know you too lazy to even pick the stuff out your teeth. They definitely gonna be clowning the hell out of you, man. They'll be out there loud as hell. And you know, right after that, you can't defend yourself. You know what I mean? When it's just you and the brother, oh yeah, you know what, let me go do that, or hey, you know, I'm sorry, I was just in a hurry. You can make an excuse. But when it's loud ass Judah, as soon as you start making your excuse or whatever, next thing you know, here come the your mama jokes. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gonna get away with it. Let the righteous smite you. It should be a kindness. Because when they do it, when the wicked do it, no remorse, man.
None.
They don't let up.
Big label.
I used to do it.
Yeah.
Niggas would come to school and they thought, oh, you gonna clown me because I'm fat? Oh, I got a whole list of stuff wrong with you, nigga. You know what I mean? I unroll a list on you real quick.
You pull out the scroll.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
This one right here.
Yeah. Like I used to hurt people's feelings with stuff, especially on hygiene. Like, because everybody had a fat joke for me. I was fat. That was easy. You know what I mean? That was an easy target. But once you get started, you wish you never went in that arena. Because I've been watching you since school started. You know what I mean? I've been watching you since the semester started, man. I watched you come with the dirty shoes. I watched you come with your breadstick. I watched you come with your fat ass mama. I watched you come with all of that. I watched the girl you picked out. I'm ready for you. Come with the fat jokes. You know what I mean? So you don't want to do that around Judah, man. You know what I mean? You don't want to be smelly. You don't want to be the smelly kid in class. You know? You don't want to be that one that don't clean themselves. You understand? Because it'll get bad for you. What you got?
Go to Proverbs 22:29 and Proverbs 12:24. No, drop all those. Give me Proverbs 14:4.
There we go.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 4. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean.
I want y'all to think about the scripture. Think very distinct. Read.
But much increase is by the strength of the ox.
So I want y'all to think about something, right? So you got a spot, you got an ox, right? And think about if you don't have an ox. If you have an ox in this spot, it means that you're going to get a lot of increase, right? But if you don't have an ox, it means you're not going to get a lot of increase. Read verse 4 again.
Verse 4. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean. But much increase is by the strength of the ox.
Much increase is by the strength of the ox, right? You know, a lot of times why the Most High doesn't increase us, it's because we're not willing to take care of the ox. We're not willing to maintain the ox. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have an ox, it's either you clean the crib, when you get the ox, so that the ox can keep giving you the increase, or you just don't have an ox. and your crib will always be clean. So think about it.
Wow.
We don't get a lot of increases because the maintenance of the thing that brings us the increase, or that increase that we do get, we're not willing to do that. We're not willing to do that maintenance. The odds is gonna bring you a lot. The odds is gonna make you rich. The odds is exactly what you want.
Yeah.
But what is the problem? You don't want to maintain the odds. You don't want to maintain the crib that the odds is going to be in. You don't want to clean the poop of the odds. You don't want to feed him. The odds is going to be tracking mud.
Yeah.
Got to bathe it. You got to take care of the odds' health. You got to do all that. But that odds is what's going to give you the increase. So think about a car. You can either walk everywhere, ask for rides, catch a bus. You could do all those things. But guess what? Wouldn't it be easier to just have a car?
That's right.
It'd be easier to just have a car, right? But what happens when you have that car? You got oil changes, you got maintenance, brakes, you got to pay the note on time.
Yep.
You gotta do all these things with your car. So my question is this. Well, it's not a question, but think about it. Why wouldn't the Most High bless you with a car if you don't have a car? It's because you're not where you. We should have hit these other proverbs before, but you're not at the level of being able to maintain that car. You see what I'm saying? It's like a house. You don't have a house. You don't have an apartment. You don't have your own place. Then your own place is going to come. It's an increase. It's exactly what you want. You don't have a man. If you don't have a woman, it's exactly what you want. If you don't have kids, it's exactly what you want. But why? Why don't you have it? It's because like you had to keep the crib for the ox clean. That comes with the ox. Is you don't have these things because I'm willing to do what is needed to maintain those things. That's why the Most High don't give. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, I gotta snatch this last 10 minutes from you because I know we've been doing a lot of, we've been talking about the cleanliness, right?
Yes, sir.
But we're kind of talking about it on a superficial level. So we're gonna take it just a tad deeper.
Spiritual.
All right? I want you to go to Matthew chapter 8, verse 28 real quick.
You have that?
Matthew,
No, I have 20.
the book of Matthew, chapter 8, verse 28. And when he,
Everybody got it?
Con.
Let me know when you got it.
Con.
Go ahead.
the book of Matthew, chapter 8, verse 28. And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two, possessed with devils,
Right?
coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Yahushua, the Son of the Most High? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from them and herd of many swine feeding. Verse 31. So the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine.
Right?
And when he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished in the waters. And they that kept them,
Right. So when you read this, I think in Mark, it tells you these people had these were unclean spirits.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So these unclean spirits was in this man. When they saw Yahushua, they didn't want nothing to do with him.
Right.
So what does that tell you about the spirit of Yahushua? He had a clean spirit to him. Y'all see that?
that's right.
So what did they want to do?
They wanted to stay where they were so that they could,
They either want to stay where they were or what?
or die if they had to come out.
He said, let us go into the swine.
Right. Let's go to something else unclean.
Right. Why? Because, let's go here real quick. Ecclesiastes 27:9. You're going to see why these unclean spirits want to go into the swine. Let's read the first precept real quick.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 27, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
The birds will resort unto their like.
See, because the birds going to resort to their like. Those spirits wanted to go to their like. They wanted to go to something that was just like them.
Familiar.
So what did they do? They went into the pigs. Filthy creatures that'll sit there and wallow in their own doo-doo.
Right.
Y'all understand? So they were like, let us go into the swine. They didn't jump on Christ. They was like, let us go into the swine. Let us go into somewhere where we're away from you. A clean spirit. And let's go into them swine. So what that's showing you is these spirits, they want to be around filth. You understand?
That's right.
Those unclean spirits, they want to be around filth. So if you hold yourself filthy, what are you entertaining?
Evil spirits.
Yeah, let's see it. Go to Matthew 27. I'm sorry, Matthew 12. Matthew 12, verse 43.
God. The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 43.
Uh-huh.
When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man,
Right, so here it is. When that unclean spirit goes out of a man, go ahead.
he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none.
Go ahead.
Verse 44. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished.
Right.
Then goeth he, and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself.
See that? Birds of a feather. Right? They flock together. Birds will go to their like.
Wow.
That spirit that you're entertaining goes and grabs 7 other spirits when you entertain it. So when you decide you're going to be slothful, you know what? I just leave my dirty drawers hanging off the chandelier over here for a week. You know what I mean? You know what? These pants still got a belt in them. I'm just going to wear them since they already got the belt in them.
Wow.
Right?
My wallet's still in that pan, so I might as well.
Yeah, I mean, it don't smell bad to me. If you gotta say to me, just change clothes. You know what I mean? The shirt, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. One thing I gotta hit: if you ever left a shirt or clothes in the laundry, if you ever left them in the washing machine more than 4 hours, let them clothes go. Because what will happen is that mildew, it smells like mildew in the clothes. That's one smell. It smells like a whole different pile of doo-doo when you mix it with your personal body odor.
Right.
It smells like you doo-dooed on yourself. It smells like an organic feces smell. For real.
Right.
All right, so when you get that mildew in your clothes, just let those go.
That's right.
Because otherwise it's going to smell like, it ain't going to smell like you took a shower and put on mildewy clothes. It's going to smell like you doo-dooed on yourself. Y'all understand? Just that little side note. But know this, when you're entertaining that filthy spirit in any kind of respect, if you don't want to clean your mouth out, if you don't want to wash between your toes, if you don't want to wash behind your ears, if you want to take what I used to call the shampoo shower. Y'all know the shampoo shower? I'm late, so let me just get in there, hit the shampoo, rub it all over my body, rinse off. Alright? That's not enough.
My nephews and my daughter would do that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Or little kids like to do that stuff, man. They go in there, splash the water around so you think they made it. You know what I mean? Like, damn, your hand real clean. And they got a whole dirt ring right here, but the hand is white.
Right.
Wow.
The hand is clean. You gotta get back in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you entertain that spirit, though, when you entertain that filth, you're entertaining them unclean spirits, and they don't just take one spirit with them; they take 7 other spirits with them.
Right.
You gotta understand that. So this is more than just carnal. This is more than just you got some dirt under your nails. Why do you have dirt under your nails? Because I'm slothful. You see that? Why won't you take the time? Because I don't examine myself. I don't consider myself a proper representative of Christ. I'm not taking my job seriously. Why do you smell like that? Because see how the why opens up a whole bunch of other problems? Why? Because 7 other spirits took hold on that unclean spirit. Y'all get that? Whoa, what does that smell, man? Did you leave your clothes in too long or something, man? Yeah, but I just thought it was going to be okay. You have no standards.
Right.
You don't have no standards and say, you know what? I got to just take that loss. You're not applying the scriptures. You understand? So, you got to these spirits, man. They're not playing with you. Just even on this small level. Yeah, why do we keep ourselves clean? Just so we can get women? No. Why do we keep ourselves clean? Just so sisters can get men? No. We keep ourselves clean so that we can keep our spirits clean. When you got a dirty ass house, don't you feel better when your house be clean? You know what I mean? You come in and you got dirt coming off the ceiling fan. You know what I mean? It blows a chunk of dust right in your eye. You know what I mean? Yeah. You just be like, I don't want to be here. Right? You got clothes on the floor, you're like, ah. But when you finally take that time and you like, you know what, because it happens to all of us, I ain't gonna act like, I'm the cleanest person on the planet. You know what I mean? My house ain't spotless, you know what I mean? But I'll tell you like this, I feel a lot better when my rib go through there with that bleach. You know what I mean? I make fun of her, but I feel a lot better when she go through and organize everything, even though she lose half my stuff. You know what I mean? She don't put it in the closet of forgetfulness. You know what I mean? But I feel a lot better when the house is organized. You know what I mean? Because I come in like a hurricane, for real. I'll come in after a long day or something like that, and shirt will be here, pants will be over here, socks will be over here. It look like the beginning of a sex scene or something. You know what I mean? Stuff just be everywhere. And then I come in maybe a day later or something and I ain't clean. I'm like, I don't even want to be here, man. Because why? When you're in there, you feel them spirits. Them heavy ass spirits that come with being unclean.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But you feel a lot better, man, when you come in a nice, organized house. Even that unclean spirit feel good. That's why it says he come back. You're like, damn, it's all swept and garnished. I want to stay here.
Wow.
Y'all see that? But what else wants to stay there, though?
The Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit wants to stay there because birds of a feather, right? Yeah, when you clean, you attract clean spirits.
That's right.
Them angels ain't like, man, I gotta go and camp around that nigga. Are you serious? Go get my nose plugs, man. You know what I mean? Why do you think it was so easy for Satan to go at Job, man? Come on, you put that hedge around him, man. He clean.
Right.
I go down there. I'm willing to go down and tear his life up. He smell good. You know what I mean? You got all them angels around him, man. Them angels want to be, those clean spirits want to be around a clean person. And likewise, those unclean spirits want to filthy you up, man. Or when you're filthy already, they just invite 7 more with them. They live there and they be comfortable as hell. You understand? You can't like being in that condition, man. Amos 3:3. And that's the last I got to say on that.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 3.
But I had to pull these, man, because I know you know, we go into a lot of, you know, what the priests did. We do that, you know, every Sabbath when we're reading the, you know, the Old Testament and stuff. We're reading about how the priest is supposed to be clean, and we go into, I think it's Ezekiel. He's talking about how in the end even, we're not even gonna wear stuff to make us sweat.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's even in the end times it's gonna be like that. So cleanliness is gonna be an issue all the time. We're always knowing, you know, how the Old Testament tells us to be clean. We know in the New Testament it tells us to be clean. So we go over that a lot, but what is the spiritual repercussions of being unclean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not death right away. You know, before Satan played with y'all like that, yo, you will surely die. Go ahead and be functified today. You know what I mean? But before Satan played with you like that, know this, 7 more demons will come on you, man. It won't just be a clean issue now. It won't just be a cleanliness issue now. It'll be, yeah, this brother's lazy. This brother don't want to get up and do nothing. What's wrong with he ain't motivated? Y'all see that? You don't want to be a soldier for Christ, man. That man don't represent the Most High. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Right. If you got filthy, disgusting lifestyle about you, then you are going to attract things that agree with that. You're going to attract people that agree with that. So it ain't just going to be a smelly ass you. You brothers, it ain't going to just be a smelly ass you. You're going to get a rib. And you're going to be trying to clown her. And she's going to be like, nigga, I only got with you because you outsmell me.
Wow.
She's going to put you on blast. You understand? In more ways than one. Y'all going to be blaring when y'all go on dates. You understand? You got to make sure you don't want to attract what you are. You don't want to attract the negative that's in you. Like, and I'm telling you this out of experience, man. Like I said, I worked in the mall a long time. There was this one dude. I'll just use his first name. His name was Alex. And he was a cool cat, man. He'd come around, and the dude stank. You know what I mean? He spent a lot of money with us, but he stank. And, you know, we try to tell him, like, little ways here and there. You know what I mean? Hey, man, yeah, you know, we always making sure we smell good over here, da-da-da-da. You know, we try to, you know, he buy a lot of oil from us, but somehow he just outsmelled the oils. And, I mean, he just basically wasn't on top of his hygiene, man. Right. And, you know, he was single when we met him. And we're selling him oils, and he got his confidence up and everything like that. And he brought this little Judite chick. Now, he's Esau. He brought this little Judite chick, and now they're dating, right? And they come up to you, man, and you smell them before you see them. Like, you can literally, like, oh, Alex coming. How you know? He got his girl with him, too. You can smell him down the hallway. But he attracted his like. He got exactly what was on him. Little smelly chick, man. So the scriptures were true to me. It was like, I ain't got to read no further. You know, I mean, you can close the book right here. Birds of a feather. Yeah, they will do that. They will flock to their like. Man.
Wow.
You understand? You got to know that about you, though. If you find it out, hey, you know what? Your hygiene ain't on point. Okay, I want a girl whose hygiene is on point. So let me fix my hygiene. I want a husband who doesn't hit me with the smelly meat. You know what I mean? Let me make sure I douche. Let me make sure I keep it clean. Let me make sure the flora and fauna inside my little, like my garden is washed nice. Y'all see that? Keeping track of those things, man. Making sure your smell is on point. And if you don't know, ask somebody that loves you. Right. Ask your mate. Ask your woman. Ask your man. Ask a brother. Ask a priest. We'll tell you in as nice a way as humanly possible. We'll let you know. Like, hey, yeah, you know, like, you'll hear me, I'll do it. And since we all know, we all on the inside joke now, I'll be like, hey, one more song. I tell you that, just go back. You know what I mean? You know, hey, we all know it now, right?
That's right. All is one.
That one that goes,
Wow.
You know what I mean? Play Bohemian Rhapsody or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Play Stairway to Heaven. I don't know.
No, Rapper's Delight.
And you, the song that never ends. Nah, but you know, you'll get it in a nice way. You know what I mean? Before you gotta hear it in the world, before somebody roll up on you a street speaking like, who the hell smell like noodles? You know what I mean? Before somebody raises their hand, like, I got a question. Which one of y'all smell like a whole ball of doo-doo? And then we gotta answer.
dang, I can only imagine.
When I worked at FedEx, there was this guy. We nicknamed him the Myth because because his set it was legendary. So it's like when you finally smoked him, it was like, oh, so you heard about the Myth? Right, it was like the
I'll
whole
tell you
building.
this, man. When I was working the mall, and even after, I always wore that Egyptian musk. I haven't worn it for a long time, but when I do wear the Egyptian musk, right, I wear that stuff as a lotion. And cats be like, damn, oh, you got that Egyptian musk on, huh? And then I'd rather them be doing that because I'm overdoing it, even though you can't overdo Egyptian musk. I'd rather them say, damn, you smelling good from way back here. Than them smell me from way back there and it's my own natural body odor.
Right.
You understand? I'd rather people be like, I'd rather be known for smelling good than smelling like funk, man. You understand? Because again, what are you gonna attract? You're gonna attract the same person that's like you. The no standard, slothful, lazy, unambitious. Because you're going to be, come on, man. For y'all men, you're going to be constantly on top of that rib. Come on, man. You need to get more than a high school job. Come on, girl. You gotta do something with your life. Can you study? Can you put 2 scriptures together today? Do this, do that. Make a sandwich. Damn, come on, man. You're going to be doing that your whole life. Why? Because you attracted that to her. She knew you didn't have no damn standard when y'all met. She could smell it on you. You understand? She could see it under your fingernails. She could see it in the little corner of your mouth when you had that white stuff that you did not want to uncrust. You understand that?
Don't have it in your beard.
Yeah, she could see like, okay, this man has no standards. He will eat it like groceries, and he will walk around with it on his breath all day long.
Or in his beard.
Yeah. And he'll have no standard about himself. So he definitely won't be able to put his foot down when I come in and all I want to do is eat bonbons all day. He definitely won't put his foot down when I want to stink all day and I don't want to take no showers.
Wow.
Y'all see that? Then your kids will catch you. Your kids be running around like little doodoo balls, like little dingleberries. Like the brother used to say, he called them dingleberries.
Ew.
Oh, you must know what a dingleberry is. Yeah, the dingleberries after you wipe, that piece of toilet paper will get rolled up in your butt hair, and it hangs out there a while. Yeah, that's a dingleberry. I'll do it just for you, just so you can be with us on the same page.
I just want to get two quick scriptures. Let me get Hebrews chapter 10, verse 22. Because taking in consideration the whole class, everything that Thalmon's was been bringing out, everything that Lacroix was bringing out, read this.
The book of Hebrews chapter 10, verse 22.
Go ahead.
Let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience.
Now the evil conscience on this subject matter would be knowing that you're filthy, but you're presenting yourself to be clean on the outside. And so let's get away from that. let's come to the Most High in faith and full assurance, not having this evil conscience about ourselves. Because everyone don't know, we don't know everyone's intricate bathing and cleanliness rituals that you do morning and at night. But let not your conscience be evil, knowing that you're skipping out on things, that you're purposely not doing things, or that you miss over things, or that you're slothful when it comes to doing certain things. Read on.
And our bodies washed with pure water.
Give me 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1.
2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit.
So the scripture says all filthiness of the flesh. So of your body and of the things that you do with your body. And of the spirit, because it's a spiritual defect too, that you do these things with your body. Read.
Perfecting holiness in the fear of the Most High.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing, perfecting the holiness. Rehearsing the righteous acts. Every time y'all are coming in here and listening online here to class, you're getting your spirit clean.
That's right.
Every time you open up the scriptures and you're getting the understanding, you're getting your spirit clean. That cleaning your spirit is to lead you to clean the outside as well, to walk and to continue to shine as ambassadors of the Most High. So that's it. That's it for class. Any questions, comments, concerns?
And again, if you don't know, ask. Listen, I'm not putting it to anybody in here, or any of y'all stink or anything like that, but there's a lot of things we didn't know coming up in the world. A lot of brothers grew up without fathers, so you didn't have that man that was in the mirror slapping on some aftershave or slapping on some cologne and some smell goods and making sure he was bringing that right attention to himself. You had mom that was like, get in there and put some soap in your ass. You know what I mean? Like, that's it? No, that's not all there is to it. You understand? There's places a man smell that's different than a woman smell. You know what I mean? There's places you gotta put deodorant that's not just your armpits. See, we get sold, you get sold this, right? So what do? You watch on TV and you're like, okay, so that's where I put that. Man, you gotta hit this. You gotta hit them nodes right here where your pheromone glands are. You gotta knock those out, man. Because otherwise that chick you staring at, you're gonna get all attracted and then that pheromone funk won't come out. And pheromones is cool for animals. But for humans, when they smell that, they're like, ugh. You don't bathe themselves. First impression, ruined. Y'all see that? You got the crevices, for men, you got the crevices right there on each side, right? Hit that deodorant right there. Some of y'all don't put deodorant between your cheeks. Do that, because when you're sitting down for hours and you get that booty sweat, all right, that's not just a drink they sold on Tropic Thunder, that's real stuff. And it smells. You understand? When that inside, that crevice started trying to get funky, you got the deodorant covering that. You understand? Like I said, we'll go into the intricacies of it for you, because these are the things that, again, nobody was able to really show us coming up. There's certain things that a lot of us weren't shown coming up. Some of us were shown how to eat right, some of us weren't. Some of us were shown how to exercise, some of us weren't. Some of us were shown how to keep our hair right. Some of us weren't. You understand? So it ain't a problem for a brother, a real brother, or a real sister to give you an education in those areas. You're not going to get clowned. Do it before you go out there and get clowned. All right? Do that before you go out there and represent Christ and you got your fringes on. And somebody like, damn, you're a representative of the Bible? That's how they smelled in the Bible? You understand? Yeah, do it before that happens.
That's it. Any questions concerning the class? Anybody? All right. we'd like to say thank y'all for joining us, man. Again, Salaki for the technical difficulties. We'll definitely work on that and fix that. And would also like to remind brothers and sisters that, yes, we're having the Hebrew Academy here in Houston tomorrow at 7. If you're in the Houston area, definitely show up. But Virginia is also doing their class tomorrow. Virginia does class Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So tomorrow's Thursday, so Virginia will be on tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern time. So that's 6 o'clock our time here in Houston, and that's 7 o'clock out there. So with that, we'd like to say shalom.
Shalom.